Hi everyone, Stu here, lead designer on Impact Winter, and today I'll be taking you through our latest dev update. So in our previous video we highlighted the changeable weather, but today we're going to take a look at Acolyte's menus and the game's dynamic event system. You play as Jacob Solomon, and it's your job as leader to guide your team through the next 30 days. Exploration and scavenging play a big part, and there are hundreds of items to collect and discover throughout the world. Items are randomly placed and consist of small objects, scrap, spare parts, old clothes, to more unique items like electronic components and ingredients. Everything has a role, and it's your job to work out what to take and what to leave behind. We've recently added Acolyte's menu system to the game, which lets you track your surroundings, organise your items, view your team's stats and any events that are currently active. Here we can see Acolyte's radar. So unlike other survival games, we don't give you an overworld map, so the radar is an important snapshot of your immediate surroundings. It starts off basic, but as you upgrade it, you'll be able to increase the radar's range and expand its various functions. And here we can view and organise what we're carrying. Notice how it shows the item stats in the lower panel. This is useful for seeing the specific effects of certain items. For example, this item has a high fuel stat, which means it will burn longer, great for fueling the fire back at the church or when camping. Acolyte can also assess what's happening back at the church. On the stats tab we can select a team member and see what they're doing, the role that you've assigned them and their overall stats. It's worth mentioning that your NPC team are governed by the same stats as you, so the game dynamically tracks temperature, energy, hydration, hunger and morale. Here we can see that Maggie's currently sleeping and her stats are looking pretty good. Each NPC has their own specific skill. Christoph is a tech head responsible for Acolyte's maintenance and upgrades. Blaine is a survivalist capable of upgrading weapons, building traps, shelters and other survival tools. Wendy's skills revolve around well-being, with the ability to dress wounds, create medication and recipes. In Maggie's case, she's a master mechanic and able to build upgrades for the church. These range from comfort items like new furniture and gadgets to bigger things such as generators that allow you to power other buildables. Electric fences, water filters, furnaces. Maggie's capable of transforming your base into a safer, more comfortable living space. The stats tab is a great way of keeping track of what items you need. Think of it like a shopping list for when you're out exploring the void. It looks like I can build a fence for the church already, so let's head back and do that. As we return to the game, you'll see that the weather has become a lot stronger. If we turn on our debug info, you'll also notice some text in the bottom right corner that says Damaged Church. The heart of Impact Winter is the event system, and our main goal is to create a dynamic, non-linear game that adapts to the choices and decisions you make. No missions or moment-to-moment story beats. The game has a beginning and an end, but what happens in between is unique to you. The Damaged Church is a good example. A storm has formed, and alongside Jacob's temperature falling faster, the church has become affected by the bad weather. Before we head back, let's use Acolyte's scanner to search for any nearby dig spots. As we switch back to the radar, you can now see it shows any dig spots in the area. These can be melted using Acolyte's thermodrill. Also notice how the menu system has become affected by the harsh weather. This can be fixed via an upgrade. Dig spots are a great way to find hidden and rare supplies and can also serve as a good hiding place for unwanted goods. Let's take these supplies and head back to the church. It's important to remember that Acolyte has a battery level. Using its various features like light vision and scanning will lower it quicker, and when it drains, Acolyte enters power save mode and has to be carried. Not only will Jacob tire quicker from carrying his companion, but all of Acolyte's features are offline, meaning you can lose your bearings in the game world. However, you'll be able to craft items and track your journey in case of such emergencies, but we'll talk more about hunting and survival skills in a future update. As we arrive back at the church, you can see there's a hole in the roof. As leader, you now have a choice to make. Do you find the items required to repair the church or continue with other plans? The game doesn't force you in a particular direction, but every choice has a consequence. In the case of our damaged church, the NPCs will be growing colder, fuel will be burning quicker, and it becomes easier for intruders to break in. Perhaps the lower temperature will end up causing a team member to fall ill. Impact Winter is full of these knock-on effects, creating a truly dynamic game world. let's take a quick look at how we deal with NPCs. Here you can see Maggie standing by the fire to keep warm. The interaction menu is a simple way of giving your team orders and checking on their stats. Here you'll be able to talk to them, utilise their skills and assign roles. We'll talk more about the role system in a future update. With a simple button press, I'm able to choose an item for Maggie to build, and providing I have the right things in storage, she'll begin crafting the upgrade at her workbench. Let's begin building and skip ahead. Once the upgrade is complete, it's ready to use. Here we can see our new protective fence, which lessens the chance of scavengers and dangerous wildlife. Great for when you're away from the church on a long expedition. So that wraps up our second development update. There's a lot more to talk about over the coming months, and we'll be detailing all these features via future videos. We hope you like the look of Impact Winter, and on behalf of the Mojo Bones team, we'd like to say a huge thanks for your support.